everyone, time for another stream. Who's with us? Rodrigo's with us, Bob's with us, Dave's with us. How's it going, fellas? Good, hope you're good. Apparently it's 12:40 with Rodrigo. Bit late, mate. What I'm going to do today is continue building the venture. That's what I'm going to do. The other day in the stream we got this far. We got one of our diffs built. Okay, little thing. Got that all built. I was a little perplexed by how the manual is. It seems to be a bit back to front, but it is what it is. I'm used to building things a certain way, and strangely this just doesn't go together that way. It goes together all different like. So yes. How are you, fellas? Are you good? Right, what do I need now? This was one of the annoying things about the build so far, is it really seems to jump back and forwards a lot. I know I need that. That's the first step. Make some gears. Step 1. Gears. Right, need that, and that. Who's pumped up about the old stuff and things? Bulgier's joined us. Hello, Bulgier. How's things, mate? All right. Brennan, wish he could join us, but he's got to go to bed. He's got a long day tomorrow. He's going to watch it tomorrow while he's tinkering. Sweet as. Hello, Brennan, if you watch this. Right. So who's pumped up about the KR4C? Ooh, baby. I've been watching that tracking like it's no one's business. Speaking of which, let's do a quick update. It was shipped yesterday. Has today departed Hong Kong. Awesome. Right, that bolts into that with that. Just a smidgen of Loctite on these. Wicked. That does go. That goes that way, yes. Right. Lovely. So yes, we're gonna get a bit of this together. But we'll get back to go to bed. Thought I'd drop in for a minute. No worries, dude. Much appreciated. Any time you guys can give is very much appreciated. I just thought it's a bit of a crappy afternoon here as far as weather goes, so I'll sit down and I'll continue smashing out this truck. Because otherwise I'll never get it done. I want to try and catch up and get on top of some of these builds I've got because the KR4C is coming, so I want to be ready for when that gets here so I can just smash into it. Pumped. Pumped about it, mate. Right. Sweet. Let's got our locker together. Go around tighten all these up now. Not over tight, of course. Don't need to be over tight. Wicked. And of course we've got the slightest little dab of Loctite on there. Right. One piece. I've got to put our bearings on there, I suppose. Bearing on that end. It's almost 1 AM here in Texas. I know it's a bit later than I normally do it. But I try and mix it up so that it's good for multiple people around the world. It's only backwards to you. It might be right on the other side of the world. You could be right there, David. You could be right there, mate. Right, we'll put this gear together. We'll put our stupid little devil's clip on there. For those that don't know, that's what I call a C-clip because it's a tool of the devil. Right. Lovely. That's got that together. Our bearings can stay there. Next stage. There should be more beef tube, bloody brass tubes here somewhere. Not beef tubes, they're brass tubes. Should be. We must be up the link soon as well. Now, I only recall seeing 2 of those tubes before. Which we've got in the front, which I'm happy with them in the front. Magnet's joined us. Magnet, how's things, mate? All right? So we'll go through the 50,000 different bags here. See if there's any more. If there's not, I'll just put it together without them. I'm happy to have a bit more weight towards the front, given the battery in this truck sits towards the back. Because I don't believe there's any more of those brass tubes. Not in there. I'm sure there's no more. They flushed away the jet's face. Oh, the toilet. Oh, here we go. Toilet flush. No, they flush backwards in America because you guys are in the past. You got to remember that. Okay. People say, "Oh, Australians in the future." No, we're in the now. Jim's joined us. Hello, Jim. I tell you, I saw Bronco failed me today. Servo was too weak to steer properly around the issues. What servo did you have in it, mate? Magnet windy as hell. I'll still be out trailing. It's been pretty. There we go. We've got some more brassy tubes. It's been pretty crappy here today too. Alright. So this is one of our rear bag differentials. They should have been bagged separate. Letting a drop in tyre, avoid sharing the same portal 2 times. Did you share something, mate? Is that what you did? Right. Mr. Magnet needs to win a rig. Everyone needs to win a rig. That's why we got the goals, fellas, so we can keep giving rigs away. Right, is there any more bolts in there? There is. That's silly how that's bagged, but anyway. Right, so there's our metal pieces. There's our axles. That's simple enough. If they'd like to come out of the bag. Right. Okie dokes. I've got everything I need. Sorted. Wicked. Lovely. So, I need that. That's just sitting there, isn't it? Yes, it's got to be bolted on. So, I need my brassy tubes. Right, and they're going to go in there. Lovely. Like that. Make sure they're nice and snug at the end. And then I've got to get this. I've got to put a bearing on this. I've got to grab my grease. Upper portal gear in the rear blew out one time. I got it repaired. The next run I blew it again. Not good, mate. not good. Right, so I'm going to drop some grease down in the diff housing here. I'm going to go super nuts straight away. You stay there. You little gear can drop down in there. I've already covered my fingers in grease. Where? Make sure that's, yep, good, lovely. That goes on the other side. Right, that seems legit. Drop this gear in there. Do. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Dump some grease down around in here, around my bearings and such as well. I know I keep repeating that sort of stuff, but it is a bit important. Helps keep the water out, fellas. Gives you a bit more protection against rust and all that fun stuff. Poke that down in around there. Lovely. So what day am I going to win that element? That's a good question. How about... Sunday. How about Tuesday morning? My Tuesday morning, so that's the American Monday night. Does that work for everyone? That's got to be that way. Right, let me just make sure I've got all these pieces in here. Got my tubes in. Yes. I've got to put those 2 bolts in the top. We can do that now. That's to hold our brass tubes in. Yoink. So what do you reckon about that? My Tuesday morning, we can do the element giveaway. The revolver screamer, as you call it, just wanted to go. Stock motor gives me a warning it's bound up. that motor's crazy noisy. It got so windy up here I placed the truck down and the tyres were screaming for grip. I hate crawling when it's windy. It takes the peacefulness and the serenity away from what you're doing, you know? That's what I reckon. Right. Put this one here. And so far as I can tell, all these bolts do is hold the brass tubes into place. And then we should be able to punch all this together. So is anyone working on anything? Anyone doing some tinkering? What's Mr. Foster's plans for his next truck? Are you going to get the K4 truck, David? Squishy. That's all together lovely. Wicked. Right, now I need my metal bits. So I'll put that in there, yes, put that in there, yes, I'll put those in, yes, put those 2 bolts in, yes, the bearings there, wicked, alright. We're technically on to the next page. Bob, sounds good to me, I need a new truck. Look, I wish I had enough trucks to do a raffle and just keep spinning it and then like give every single person a truck. I really do. One day. We'll get there, fellas. One day. Alright, so we've got 3 shorter bolts that go on the bottom. I remember this from the previous diff install. 3 longer ones for the top. 3 shorter ones for the bottom. Right, now that piece. Now I've got to make sure I've got the bottom and top right here. Is there any defining features? Those bolts go at the top. Lovely. Something to pay attention to when you're putting a diff together in a kit is make sure you've got the diff up the correct way. It's easy to... Look, this diff is exactly the same shape except for where these 2 little bolts go. So make sure you've got it up the correct way. Otherwise, you'll put a heap of parts in it and go, oh, hang on a minute. Something don't seem right. Right, put our diff cover on, which is also our bearing retainer system. Long bolt. That driver. Lovely. Headed to the beach and got exfoliated in seconds. Yeah, that's funny. Not funny that you got exfoliated, but it's funny how you said it. Right, don't over tighten these because that plastic's not the strongest of plastics. Truth be told, the holes in the piece that this is bolting into could be a touch smaller. Just finished installing the MG99R in the HGP 404. Nice, nice. I need to order some more servos and ESCs and stuff. I do. I've got a distinct feeling I'm going to be pinching a servo to put in the KR. I'll just order a replacement. Bob, as the wheel turns, and the fate will tell. Yep. Sweet deal. We're waiting for the announcement. I'll put up a post tonight, or providing I remember. If I don't, someone send me a message tonight or tomorrow morning, American time, whatever. So, mate, don't forget that announcement. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it, mate. And then I'll do it. Right, get that started. Get that started. These bolts are way longer than they need to be, just saying. And get that started. This is why people use drills. Or you put the diff together and wonder why the wheels are rotating opposite directions. Yes. Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. I think I've done that once. It's caught my eye for sure, says Dave, about the KR4. Dude, what a sweet looking truck. Oh, what a sweet looking truck. I may have cocked up though when I ordered the truck. I said, I want some of the wheels from the SP4C as well. Because I was thinking that the SP4C, that doesn't seem to sit together very well. There we go. I was thinking the wheels from the SP4C with the Steelies. But apparently the SP4B has the Steelies. The KR4C has the same wheels that the SP4C has. So I may have inadvertently ordered the truck and a set of the same wheels that it has anyway. Whoops. So hopefully the guys across are like, this is what he actually wants, send him this. I'll be like, thank you. Otherwise I'll be like, Robert, mate, I need to order some wheels, you know what I mean? All part of the fun. Right, so we've got this together. Now I can wipe all the grease off my driver and my hands and the diff. And then we can start putting the lockouts and all that fun stuff on it. And all the metal bits and all that goodness. And then, I bet you, then it'll say, now it's time to build links. I want to bolt stuff to a chassis first. I want to make it look like a chassis and then do links. I like building a kit where you feel like you're actually achieving something and you're getting somewhere. I don't like building a kit where you spend hours and hours and hours building just parts. Do you know what I mean? Like when I built that Mammoth, I didn't like how that was. And that was, I guess, only because there were so many of the same sort of parts. To build. Because it's an 8x8. I don't like building 50,000 links and 50,000 gearboxes and diff gears and drive shafts and all that. And feel like I'm not getting anywhere. Okie doke, so we've done that. That's all in there. Marvellous. Now we're going to start with these bits. Right. That goes underneath there. Now I've got to get this right. Are they the same? I think they are. They are the same for the rear. And that goes on that side. And they have 10 mils? Yes. Right. Lovely. Yoink. Suppose I better put a bit of thread lock on those. We don't want those coming undone, do we? In you go, mate. So I'll take the other one back out and we'll thread lock that, because someone will watch this video and go, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, mate. Someone bloody tagged me in RC review video. Jeez, I was upset. What are you dragging me into this shit for? So I put my honest opinion on his video again, because apparently after I put my honest opinion on his video last time, he removed it. Whoa! If you don't like the opinions, mate, don't put her in a public space. Are you going to fit nicely or what? Which one of you that don't seem to want to fit as nice as this other one does? Why not? Come on, trucky kit. Go together. Man, that one there just does not want to play the game, it seems. I'm going to have to squeeze it together with a bolt. And I hope nothing breaks. Fun. Yep, good old RC review. Someone commented on one of my videos and said, oh, I know you like cross stuff. What do you think about this video? It's like, well, if you really want to know. And I said, oh, he had an issue with his transmission. So I reckon he would too, the way he drives. Like, you don't drive a hard body truck. Like, a truck that's meant to be a scaler. You don't drive a hard body truck like that like a Lexan body truck. Not as bad as seeing Johnny's crosses. Yeah, well, someone on eBay put my cross parts. They took pictures of my cross parts and posted them on eBay as TRX4 parts. Like, really, mate? Right. So that's got those on there. We've got our front on there. I think we're wicked there. Time for the lockouts, yeah? So that's where we're at so far. It's going pretty swimmingly so far. There's our rear differential. A little crack there. Lovely. Now, if I'm correct... No? Okay. I'm not. Lockouts. Bearing. Over the axle. Into the lockout. Into the differential. Feel free to get in there. Now, which one's the top? They're shaped, yes. That should be shaped that way. Yep, it is. Lovely. Yeah, it's pretty average. Apparently, I said to him, look, the BCRC is a pretty big community, and everyone in the community is pretty well happy to come and report your post. He reckons he's a fan of BCRC. Bull gear's off, no worries, dude. Enjoy your night. Have a good sleep and all that. Right. Good, eh? Sounds a little touchy there, but we'll see what it's like once we put the drive shaft on. If it's bad, well, I'll pull it apart. Right, bolts in here, and our rear diff's nearly done. Thanks for spending your time with this bull gear. It's much appreciated, mate. Right, face in here. Lovely. Excuse me. So this one's gone together a lot quicker and easier than the front one. I guess that's because we already did the front one. So this one didn't seem as bad. Right. Always remember, don't over tighten your lockout bolts, because it's really easy to strip diff casings, especially when they're plastic. Really easy to strip them, and then once you strip them, you're in a world of shite. You will drop bombs immediately. There's no two ways about it. Beeping this, beeping that. Beeping, beeping, beeping. True story. Since it happened to a friend of mine, but it probably happened to me numerous times. Right, let's slide this bad boy. Come on, cooperate, please. Right. Slide her through there. Slide this on there. Come on. Lovely. Grub screw. Put that in there. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as the KR4C turns up, I'm going to stream. Okay? I'm just going to fire up a stream and unbox it. I reckon that could be deeper in there. I reckon. Not happy with that. Apparently that's as far as I want to go. So yes, as soon as it turns up, I'm going to fire up a stream and unbox it. I've no idea what time it's going to turn up. Of course, every time we're going to do an unboxing, I have different people from all different places in the world saying, "Can you do it this time of day so it suits me? Can you do it this time?" And it's hard, man. Like, you all should just live in Australia so I can do the one time a day and it suits everyone. Which gear do we have for this build? Double espresso, mate. It's always double espresso. No one buys those green lid ones. They're terrible. Right. Front and rear diffs complete. I've got a clap button here somewhere. crap, I forget which one it is. That one? It's not that button. It's not the... It's not that button. Here it is. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. It means a lot. Yeah. Woo. All right. Now, I've got to dig all these bloody rod ends back out of here. Because it's time to build the bloody links. Go. Hate building links. Stupid links. Should come stupid built. Right. I'll grab some of these ball ends too. Because some idiot just dumped them in here. So yes, that was me. There's our bolts for the rod ends. Wicked. Wicked, wicked. If there's a random bearing floating around in there, we'll grab that just in case we need it. Okay, we've got enough to start, I think. Where'd that other one go? Locked it for 6. It's fine, we've got enough to get started. Right, links. Another one here. Yep, wicked. That's the element button. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is build some links. Okay? Now, all these links, if I remember correctly, do have their measurements, which is a bit of a must. So you know what you're doing and you don't cock it up. Right. Now, do my old trick. 1, 2. Is it going to tell me how many of each I need? Okay, that's really go. So I need to do 11 straight ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's right, I can count to 11. So now we're going to thread 11 of these bloody things. Links, not the deodorant. Kit with clear body, you betcha. So that's one of my dilemmas. What colour am I going to paint the truck? And I believe it comes with both grill options again too, Dave. So what grill am I going to use? I'm thinking the circle one because I like old school trucks. I'm just pumped about it, man. Like, I know a lot of people get sooky when I mention cross trucks and such, but I've built a lot of different trucks. You know, Tamiya's, Axials, bloody this thing. What else have I built? I've built other stuff, lots of other stuff. Anyway, all these trucks and stuff I've built, it's like, they're just, I don't find any of them exciting. You know what I mean? Like, look this here, this isn't exciting. It's just, and I know it's not exciting because in the sense it's just the chassis kit, but at the same time it's just not exciting, you know? Whereas when I order a cross truck, from the moment I order it, I'm like a kid at Christmas. I'll give Hannah the shits. Just order the truck, love. And then as soon as I know that it's posted, my truck's just been posted, love. And the poor thing, she does a bloody good job supporting this hobby, but the poor thing just looks at me like, just tell me when it gets here. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, fellas? Do you know what I mean? Like, she don't give two shits. She's got better things to worry about than my toys. Right. This is beep and beep. Oh, I hate doing links. It's just such a boring, repetitive thing. So yes, I need to suss out what sort of colour, if I'm going to have a story, and I'm going to look at, when I build the kit, I'm going to look at where the battery mounts. I assume it's the same as the FR4C as far as battery mount goes. I've seen pictures and stuff of the chassis, I just tend to forget. So go with the full seamer paint job. Dual tone metallic green with dark blue. Green and blue magnet? Mate, what are you smoking? I love two-tone, but green and blue? There's no way you catch me putting metallic green and metallic blue together. No way. If I was going to do metallic green, you'd have to have like a medium metallic silver underneath. Or maybe like a metallic purple with a silver or gold. There's no way I could do blue and green. If I was going to do blue, I'd have metallic blue top layer, white bottom layer. What do you reckon of that? But I'm not going to do it blue because I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint the PG full blue. So I don't know. I'll go and stand in front of the paint rack and I'll suss it out. I could even do a paint job, use a bit of lame flake on it, the Tamiya flake, just for that extra crispiness, just to make her pop. But I definitely think I'm going to do a nice shiny paint job because everyone's going to rust the shit out of that truck. I mean, I've rusted plenty, and anyone can rust something, you know. And if everyone rusts stuff, well, then it all just looks the same. So I quite like the idea of just having some nice shiny trucks sometimes, you know. We'll see. Next minute, I'm rusting. Today, I'm going to show you fellas how to rust up your Lexan body. Not doing chameleon. I've got a couple of chameleon style paints here with the colour shifts. I'm going to do that old Dodge body at some stage. The weather's been bloody trash. There's 11 of those done. 2 of these curvy ones, and we're ready to start putting them together, I think. And then we can start building the transmission. Let me put something on the chassis already. You make it easy to spend my money. Look, I'm just sharing the joy, man. Thought we was missing one then. It's all good. Relax. Fine, fellas. Don't stress. I just like sharing the joy, you know. I did a post on BCRC a while back saying, you know, who have I helped spend their money? The results were quite shocking. Oh, it's because of you. My wife hates me. My wife hates you. You've spent this much of my money. Sorry, lads. I get excited and passionate about stuff, and I want to share it with you. And then I share it, and you fellas go, "How excited and passionate this bloke is!" I'm gonna bloody buy one of these. Right. So far as I can tell, that's got what we need there. Okay. Aluminum suspension link. 93.5er. 93.5er. That takes the first one. Now it says put a bit of Loctite on it, but I'm not going to. Because I don't want it to get stuck in there. Because the Allen bolt end of the threaded rod is actually in the link. Right, so I'm going to guess we're going to do another 93. What doesn't it say? 2 of these, 2 of these. Okay, it does. 4. Magnet, I only ever do clean paint jobs. The chassis and links will rust in time. Well, this is true. I'm so bad habit. I've got a habit now of dusting my truck off all the time with a little brush. It's really quite enjoyable. Relaxing. What are you? 93. Lovely. Don't want that. Want this one. But yeah, really quite relaxing. Helps keep your truck nice and purdy. Oh, purdy like. Right, once we've got these done, then we're going to pop all the ball ends in, and then we set these aside. Just let me bolt something to the chassis. I want it to look like a truck already. Right. So what have we got there? 3. There should be one more. That one. Right. I'm trying to do these links as quick as possible so I don't bore the shit out of you guys. No one wants to be bored watching someone build links. Wicked. Okie dokes. 2. front upper link. Why is there not one on the other end? What does that do? That must have a special sort of way it bolts in or something. Right, 2 82s. Going to go ahead and assume that's an 82. Yes. That's got a curve on one end. Okay, they're the same apparently. Curve on one end. Straight on the other. What's the body of this build? I've got no idea. I haven't thought that far ahead, mate. I'm open to suggestions. I have no idea. Right. Like so. So yeah, I'm open to suggestions, fellas. I hadn't planned a body for it yet. I haven't even planned electrics for it yet. I may even smash one of my old cross motors in it. Because I know they're good. And on every cross truck I keep smashing the air race and just climb motors in, so one more twist. Door fleet, and then this just has one in here apparently. Wicked. So yes, open to suggestions. I've really got no idea. Awesome. That's how Link's built. Now, how easy are these going to pop in? One. Of course, you can pop your ball ends in with pliers. Not putting a 3D printed body on it, God no. 3D printed bodies, for those who don't know, for the most part, can be a right pain in the ass. Alright, this seems to be working alright. So we're just going to keep popping these ball ends in. Oh, my finger. Old school or new school? Dunno, I haven't thought that far ahead. I literally haven't thought that far ahead. It was just like, the kit came up cheap, bugger it, I'll buy it. Oh, God, go in, mate. What are you doing? Okay. Winning. So yeah, kit came up cheap, and I just bought it. We are winning. I might have to have a look around that box to see if there's more ball ends. I don't know if I've got enough here. I probably do. Odds are I'll just put a legs and body on it. Oh, keep pinching my finger in there. It's fine. Tough it out, man. Tough it out. They're all the same. Yes. What one's that one? Okay. Yes, but they do look good. Look, they're better now than what they were like when I first got that Range Rover. When I got that first Range Rover, it was nothing but a pain in the ass. The print quality, truth be told, was a bit shit. I mean, I'm literally doing better print quality myself, and I've not been printing that long. The Colt Lexan body is too small magnet. That's for like a monster truck sort of thing. I've looked at that a few times. It's just too small. Don't go getting stuck, you bastard. Okie dokes. So that's got those in there. That is all the links, isn't it? No, there's these two. Okay, so I do need more ball in. One, two. Okie dokes. So these are my steery links. Anything but Chev. Mate, you're not going to see me put a Chev on anything ever. I say that, I put a bloody Chev on that Vitera, didn't I? But I sold that. Other than that Vitera, okay, so that one's that one. That gets 2 straights and normals. So you're going to start this time by trying to do a cut and shut. Yeah, that'd be fun. Today on the stream, we're going to irritate the shit out of ourselves. No, thank you. I don't see that going all the way on there. Yeah, looks like it does. Links are boring. Right. Now do this end. God, I hate building links. So boring. There was someone else I was seeing that did a... be a pain in the ass. There was someone else I was seeing do, I'm pretty sure, a Lexan Land Cruiser, but it was a longer one. I'll have to find out who does it. Right. On you go. I'll grab these bad boys. A bit better to hold that with. WinPinRC has just subscribed. Thank you very much, mate. Welcome to the BCRC mob. Glad to have you. Feel free to say hello in the chats, and that's if you're here watching. You may have just subscribed, you know, because. But thank you for your subscription. It's much appreciated. The channel is growing very well, which is awesome. Or a complete Mad Max style thing. I already did a Mad Max style thing, that bloody 6x6. Hello, Wimpin. How's things, mate? Alright. Your name does look familiar. Your profile picture looks familiar too, if I'm honest. You'll probably go, yeah, it's me, mate. And I'll be like, oh, sorry, dude. Whoops. Right, now this one has... yes, one end has a longer ball end. Everyone say hello to Wimpin. WinPinRC, man, yeah. I'm going to give myself the shirts with this. Because I hate links. It's nice when people subscribe during the streams, because then the stream makes a bit of a deal about it, which is awesome, because I like to make a deal about it. Right, on she goes. We need something Aussie. GQ Patrol. No one makes a good one. Glad to be back and followed you on Facebook. And I thought I subbed last time. I watched the stream. I thought your name sounded familiar, mate. That's Jeremy. Mate. Of course I know Jeremy, bloody eyes. How's things, mate? Alright. You good? You joined the stream at the best time. Is there any other of those rod ends? Because this one feels a bit butchered. God, I don't like these rod ends, man. I'm sure I've seen more in a bag here somewhere. As long as they're not the shocker ones. These rod ends are trash. So if anyone from Venture watches this and you somehow build another truck, do something with your rod ends, man. I'm gonna have to make it work. Where's Herb? Just got to clear it out a bit so she can actually grab. Do please go on properly. I hate it when slow, little irritating things like this hold you up on a build. Oh, it's so painful. There we go. We're winning, folks. Awesome. Right, now one end of this one has to have this long one. Now I've got to find one more ball end in there somewhere. Perfect time. Perfect time is right at work for 3 nights. So this is awesome. I'm currently waiting on a ton of parts for a build. Well, do share, mate. What are you building? There we are. Found it. That one. Right, so we built the links. That wasn't too painful, I don't think. Awesome. Quick phone check. Yoink. Quick tracking update. Jeremy's just sent me a friend request. Confirmed. Stalker confirmed. I follow your other channel. Which one, mate? BCRC? G500 body. The problem is, they're not cheap, man. All these hard bodies keep adding up. Like I've still got to do the Range Rover. All these bodies, they're not cheap. They're not cheaps. Okie dokie. So now we're going to set all of our links aside. This is what I don't like when you've got to build 50,000 pieces separately. And now I need possibly that. That. Oh, that's a dumb setup. Sorry, I was just looking at the adjusting of the slipper clutch thing. Slipper... Anyway. I believe these are all the bits we're sort of going to need next. Now, I'm not going to need those for a bit because we're not putting the stuff straight in the gearbox. Sit that there. We'll sit that. That is one of the first bags I need, I believe. Large scale RC fire trucks has joined us. Hello, mate. How's things? All right. Wimpin, I have a back half truggy with a Hilux hard body. It currently has VP F9 portals. It seemed to be too high centre of gravity. So putting a Trill black dressed up TRX4 axles for better weight down low. Nice, nice. Also putting shorter shocks on it. And run those suckers as soft as possible. It's nice and squishy like. Okay, so this I believe is the first bag of bits. Okay, looking at the parts there, that is a well complicated bit of kit. Okay. Has that got our... I can see that. What I can't see is my slipper spring. But I know I've seen that here before. Where did I see that? You good, mate? 2 large scale fire trucks on the go. Nice. I assume you're putting some working pumps in those bad boys so you can put out some legit scale fires. Not taking the piss either. I watched a few European Truck Expo videos and that's what they did. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Bam. Alright, so we might need that too. Why is it in a separate bag? That is for this, I'm sure it is. Right, put the contents of this bag in there. I think that's the only part I need from that bag, but anyway. That's the plan. Nice. Sent your pics. Sweet as, dude. Sweet as. Have you joined... Are you on Burton's Custom RC Builds, Wimpin? There is a spring in there. Okay, don't need that bag. Beep. Right, so... Let me grab this one. Put all these parts back in here, because apparently that spring is for something else. Don't unbox trucks before you build them, guys, alright? You just make life difficult for yourself. Okie dokes. So, you need this and this. A little bit of Loctite on here. Yes, sir. Sweet. Awesome, dude. Awesome. A little bit Loctite on here. So what do you guys think of the streams where I'm literally just sitting here building shit? Now there's got a short shaft here somewhere, or is that a part of a long shaft? I'm guessing that's part of a long. That goes on the end there. Because it can't be two separates. Come on. Just drop in there. Right, do that up, wicked. Then we need to put this on here. Then this is ridiculous. Then we put this on here. Then we have a bearing, which apparently goes over that. Apparently. Then we have this piece goes in here, which is a spring retainer. Okay, I see. Do I need to build this back the other way? I think I do. Jesus. Okie dokes. So, if you're building this, don't start with this piece first. Dig him because you get to BS with this. So it's just good fun, man. Right, and that's the that's the whole thing behind it. You know, I like the idea of kicking back, tinkering with trucks, having a chit chat with you guys. It's awesome. Right, so that's got to go on first. Then the spring goes on it. Then the washer goes over that, apparently. I guess that sits like that. And then that goes on. No, that can't be right. Yeah, it does. But we don't seem to have any movement. Has to be right. Has to be. Wrong side, mate. That's not threaded. Yoink. Alright. It's not a build, it's a scavenger hunt. Hey, what are you saying? Right. 1.6 millimetres that needs to be. I'll measure it later. 1.6 millimetres. Just lock it up, mate. Right, that's got the tiniest bit of pressure on that. Okay, that pin's in there, that slides on there. Then we have one of these, which goes on there. Now, it's supposed to be, okay, slipper. That goes on there. Then we have, this goes on this way. What bloke designed this? This is why people just replicate the SCX-10 transmission. They get halfway through designing a trans like this and go, screw that, mate. Does it need to be so complicated? Right, pop that in there. And that one goes in the other side of it. Awesome. That slides on there. Can't cooperate. Okay, okay. That slides in there. Then that goes on there. With that on top of that. Shit, I'm never going to get that pin in there. What? So maybe you have to build it the other way. Because that's got to go that way. What a retarded setup this is. Rodrigo's off. No worries, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us. Much appreciated. I'm just going to pull this apart again because apparently you have to do it the other way. What a stupid setup. Whoever designed this one's kicking the ass. Okie dokes. So that can stay where it is. This can slide on here. Somehow magically we're going to line up this plate. Right, that goes like that. That's lined up there. This pin has to go in here. Pray don't strip a gear. You're not kidding. For sale. HPI Venture Kit. God, that doesn't even want to slide in there, man. You have to go in there. Further than that, surely. There we go. It's in. Okay. No, stay. Okay. So now, this piece goes in here. Arg. Easy does it. Easy. Then, magically now, I have to put this piece and this piece linked together. Come on. Alright. That way like that, so that drops into there. Come on. It's not perfectly centered. Don't swear, Jono. This is just dumb. Hey, you know what'd be cool, guys? What if we designed a transmission setup so stupid that people won't want to buy the kit? Maybe that's why these things aren't very popular. Got hit. Do not move. Okay, now bearing, spring, stopper, and I've got to wind that back in. Stopper. Now, magically, I'm going to have to try and compress this spring, which has the tension of a car spring. Oh, Jesus, that's going to kill my hand. Oh, God. What an honestly dreadful idea. I can see this ending in tears. Oh, fizzle sticks. What are you building again? It's the Venture HPI, mate. Scale Builders Kit. It's the Scale Drop Bombs Kit, because I'm about to. Well, it doesn't matter which way you put the spring on. You just have to perform a small miracle to make that want to squeeze down. Now, if you want to know what I'm talking about, right, go and grab yourself one of those slipper springs, right, and see how well you can squeeze it down with your hands. What I have to do is I have to squeeze this down enough so that I can slide a pin right through that hole. Now you can see there's a smidge of daylight. I have to make it all match up. Think, boy. Think. None of my driver's going to be skinny enough to put across there. I can't just plier, is it? Alright, where is it? Let's go that way. Where's the thread? Don't lose the threaded side. One memento. If this don't work, I'm gonna crack the shits. It is a stupid setup. I don't care what anyone says. Watch me break the cup. I just need to rotate it a smidge. That's going to work perfectly. So that's how you do it, fellas. Alright, if you get yourself one of these kits and you don't want to swear all day, threaded side. Lovely. Drop that in there. Go in! Why aren't you going in? It's like lined up perfectly. Maybe I've got to rotate it a millimetre. I still maintain this is the dumbest setup I've ever seen. Okay. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat or the comments saying to me how great you think this setup is. And I will say whatever, mate. Whatever you reckon, buddy. Got it. Get in. That is dumb. That is so dumb, it's not funny. But we got it. Wind that then back down there a bit. Go on, do your job, camera. Pay good money for you, let's go. So that's what we've achieved there, right? Mini vise would probably help. I've got one here somewhere. Pinch and zoom doesn't work on paper manuals. Exactly right. Right, so it's saying, the bottom part of this page is just saying, this is how you set your slipper clutch. Okay, mate. And then that piece just slides over the end, apparently. Right. Next page, which is page 18, boys and girls. Okay, Makataki. We're going to need these, some more bearings, which is going to be in which bag? Probably that spare bit. No, I need more than that. It's got to be, there's bearings in there. There's this bag. That's the thing, you sort of got to guess which bags you need next, which is just duh. Right, bearing goes in here. Sweet. Bearing, same size, wicked, goes in here. Sweet. I wonder if the other one fits better. Pause the stream. Yeah. I didn't go anywhere, I just started hearing dropped bombs and then came back. Right. How did you know? Right. So, that goes through there. It goes through there. This goes with that at Suzanne's. Used to be a shop. Don't think it is anymore. I don't know. Okay, so do we need that piece? We're going to need that piece. This gearbox is way overcomplicated. Someone said to me not long ago, I can't wait to see you build the gearbox because I hated it. Really? Alright, so let's try and make sense of this nonsense. That piece goes that way. That piece goes that way. That sits in there. Okie dokes. This gear, come on, cooperate, mate. That bearing doesn't fit in there very well. Just wants to jump out all the time. That goes in there like that. And then we have, I think, not that piece, because that's for our servo. That's our inspection door. Okay. Is it that piece? I think it goes that way. Goes like that. It does go like that. Okay. And they bolt in with two of these from the back, all the way through those. Right, but first we need to put some grease on this. God, Dragon's joined us. Hello, Dragon. How's things, mate? All right, yeah, wicked. Yeah, I think Suzanne's is still around. Bloody oath, eh? Feel old now. This goes with that. One of those horrible ads that just gets stuck in your head for the rest of your life. Enjoy. Right, it's got some grease in underneath there. I always like to put some grease around the bearings and such. Now that piece goes on there. Right. And then this. Trying to get grease on everything. We're going to flip that over. And in the bottom part, yep, down in here we put 2 bolts. Right. Winnie. Haven't sworn once. Lovely. Ah, shoot, I just put my finger in the grease. Beep. Right. So that step's done. Again, not over tightening those bolts into the plastic because I don't want to strip them because then I will swear. Not as bad as the Milky Bar Kid ads. Oh, love those ads. Oh, they were so good. Oh, the memories, fellas. Okay, so we do need that piece next. Okay, so that's sitting like this. That goes around like this. That goes through there like that, it would seem. Okay, that bolt lines up there. That bolt lines up there. That lines up down there. So I need this bad boy. No, it's a fish one, isn't it? That one there goes straight through. Okay, and we need one on the other side going the other way. Right. Baked beans. Oh, you had lunch. You confused me, Bob. You confused me, man. Okay, so the other side needs, I believe it was that one. That way. Yeah, yep, right. That goes through that side. Making sure not to put my fingers in all the grease. Yes, that is correct. Lovely. Okay, we're winning, guys. We're winning. Thank you, Bolt. Please let go. Right, tighten this one up. Okie McDokey. So that's where we're at so far. Alright. You see we've got a grease drop there, nice. I know it's not focusing very well, but next step is we're going to insert this some bitch right like this with this on here straight into here. Ugh. Like so, okay? And then alright, that's in there, that's in there, that's in there. Tell you what we'll do. I'll pull that back out. I'll pop that back on there. I'll grab some grease and I'll poke down into here just to make sure everything's getting the grease, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Bit of grease on here. Lovely. Right, pop that in there. Squishy, squishy. Now I believe it's one of these pieces. It's that one. That goes on there, like so. Just like so. Okay, now pay attention to the bolt sizes because there's 1, 2, 3 different bolt sizes to put this back cover on. Whose idea was that? Alright. That one goes in there. Lovely. Wallace and Gromit. How's that get stuck in your head? Oh, never ever forget that. Love Wallace and Gromit. Right. And then we're going to do another 10 in the other side. That one. So, 2 10s in the thicker sides of the puzzle. Now caffeine. I'm going to have a swig of my caffeine in a second, Robert. Thanks for reminding me. My back's bloody killing me. Right, now we need the 8mm. Must be for that one. 1, 2, 3. 3 remaining holes. That's where they go, innit? Do you know what I mean? 8. Now my nose is itchy. 8. 8. Right. Well, she's starting to look like a transmission, fellas. Just googled the Venture chassis, and that gearbox is way more complicated than the SCX-10. You're damn right it is. I hope it's better. I hope it's smoother. It's because it's got a detached transfer case, and that's why they've made it more difficult in a sense. Overthought. Well, you look at how Cross does theirs, that's simples. Wait for it, someone's going to whinge. Oh, he needs to talk about Cross. Metal gears, lovely noise. Prefer the noise of play. I don't like how that sits together. Okie dokes. They're all in. They are all in. Next step is this piece. For some reason. Bolts on. Where? So that's sitting like that. That bolts on like that. 2 different bolt sizes. How dumb. I'm not a fan of stuff that's done in a dumb way. This is a receiver box. You could have made it so both the bolt holes are the same. Like both the bolt lengths are the same. It's like, let's just overcomplicate it for shits and giggles. Like, just make them both 10mm bolts. Because you know someone's built this truck and they're putting 8 where a 10 goes and a 10 where an 8 goes. You just know. Dragon model, be right back. No worries, dude. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. Right. Bolt my receiver box on because that's where we're at next. At least we've achieved some stuff today. Well, how far are we in? Hour and 20. We've achieved some stuff today. Just go around, nip these up, make sure they're all Mickey Mouse. Okay, servo goes in there, motor goes in there, that goes to our transfer. Now it's saying bolt the antenna thing on, don't need that. Don't need to put that in. I'll put that piece on just for wank factor. If I remember where I put it. There it is. But I don't need to put the stalk on, okay? I don't know why companies even put those on anymore, because generally speaking, you can just stuff the wire in the receiver box and you're Mickey Mouse. Okie dokes. So that bolts on. Which way, sir? It actually goes that way, does it? Weird. Okay. With a 8. That one. Through that hole. Through that. Into that. And that's just a wire holder. The wire holder I like. I'll bolt that on. I'll show you what the other thing is. That goes in that hole. It should anyway. I suppose this is going to be too thick now and it won't go in there. In she goes. That goes in there. This little rubber cap goes on top. You thread your receiver wire up through here, into here, and you put just a little piece of your receiver wire bent over the top of this pipe, and then you push on this little rubber cap on the end. If it'll cooperate, you push this little rubber piece on the end to hold your receiver wire there. Okay, see that there? Chris Lewis has joined us. Hello, Chris. How's things, mate? All right. Not sure it will be smoother as it looks like there is more shafts leading to more things to flex. Let's just see how she goes. I paid $250 for the kit. I'm not stressed about it. Really. Right, and now that little grub screw goes in next to our little pipe there to hold that. Now, for some reason, we still haven't put the cover on the back of the gearbox yet. Why? Because we've got to do our motor. That's why. Just testing you. Make sure you're paying attention. Could be handy to keep the antenna above water level. Just plough in, mate. Just plough it in there. Right, now I assume 4 of these bolts are going to be to bolt my lid on. But that's not on this page. That's probably on the next page. Not too bad, Chris. Not too bad, mate. I felt like I went back to the start of the book then. That's telling you to hook all your electrics up and test it. Awesome. Let's just say we've done that. That's fine. Comes with a servo saver. Don't like that. And that actually, you have to use that. Oh, that's shit. I'm not going to worry about that step because I don't even know what servo I'm going to put in it yet. I've got to order a servo. I'll come back and I'll install the servo later. A motor. What motors have I got hanging about here? What's that one? Cross 35 turn. Perfect. And by the looks of things, did I use this one? I should have a new one here somewhere. What's that one? That's a cross 35 turn as well. What's that one? That's a bloody Traxxas motor. I'm not using that trash. Red cat shot. What should we put in? Should we go with the cross 27 turn? Or should we go... Should we go with a 35 turn? Let's go with 35. Actually, I'll tell you what. We're going to smash this in it. Actually, no, I'll keep that for my trucks. Alright, we're going to whack this one in it. That way. Cross motor in a HPI. Okay, so we've got 2 bolts here. Right, now I've got to put on my Pinion Gear. Can I set that? I can set that afterwards. That's going to have to go on this way, I believe. Yes. Okay, that'll go on that way. Don't move it. Keep still, steady, and calm. Alright? Moved. What a dig. I moved. This is priceless. What, putting a cross motor in a... Putting a cross motor in a HPI? I don't care what anyone says. These cross motors are brilliant. Okay? For a factory motor, they are brilliant. Now, you're going to have people say, and I know there's people that love whinging about what I do, oh, but you say the air racing motors are brilliant. They are. They're beeping awesome. They are better than these cross motors. But they should be. They're a 5-pole motor. But I know this motor's going to be Mickey Mouse in here, so that's why we're going to smash her in there. For the haters. And bargain priced waterproof 20 kilogram one on eBay for $25. If you talk to Mr. Stuff and Things, Mr. Chris Hyatt, joink. Now, I like to have my sticker so it's showing. Let's put the cross logo up just to piss people off. Well, you can't really. It's fine. It's fine. If you talk to Mr. Chris Hyatt, he should be able to hook you up with a motor. He's in BCRC. A motor. A bloody servo. And he's in Australia. Alright, now I'm going to set my gap. Sounds like my lovely wife just got home from work. Hello, lovely wife. Right. Set that. Doing it by eye, of course. Because, you know, that's the best way to do it. That's perfect. I believe. I could fly. That's perfect. Alright. Wicked. How to install a cross motor in your HPI 2 easy steps. Now we're going to put our little motor cover on. Little dust cover. Does that? Yes, it does. Pops in like so. Grab this one here. Grab the correct driver. Grab the correct driver. And do this little bolt here up, mate. In you go. Right. That's in there. That's done that. That's done that. That's done that. Next page. So there we are. Look, kids. Brilliant. Strip of A4 paper. Nothing wrong with these eyes, mate. Trust me, that'll be perfect. Mickey Mouse, you might say. Oh, now there's supposed to be 4 of these bolts. There's only 3. No, there is 3. Okay, weird. Pay attention, mate. Pay attention. Right, and for some reason now we're going to smash these bolts in here just to hold the lid on. I'm only going to have to undo later. It does say put your receiver in there, but I haven't organised that yet. I'm just going to order a little 2-channel receiver for this, because it doesn't need to be anything flash. Alright. Then I'm going to see what step is next. If it's a biggie. Oh shit, it's a biggie. Might leave that next step till the next stream, because we've already been going for an hour and a half. The next step will be building the transfer. We've achieved a lot today, so I'm happy with that. Okay. So, that's our setup. Focus camera. Do your job, mate. Right. What radio gear will I use? I will use my Fly Sky GT5. Brilliant radio. Holds up to 20 different trucks. 6-channel. You can also bind other like 2 or 3-channel receivers to it too. Brilliant bang for your buck radio, I reckon. Right, so that's got that. A little bit of grease there I'm going to wipe off just so it's all pretty like. Lovely. If you're building a kit, you want to make it look nice when you're building it. Lovely. Pretty. Wicked. Give the old cross motor there a wipe off just to really fluster people up when they see it. So we built that. We got that all sorted. Move that. We built all of our links. Okay, got those all sorted. We've now got our front and rear diffs built. Okay, we've got those sorted. So the next stage, which we'll do in the next stream, on my back. The next stage, which we'll do in the next stream, we'll be doing the transfer case, finishing the transfer case, then start the shocks. What are your thoughts on the kit? It's okay. The rod ends are trash. We've already just discovered that. I don't like the rod ends. Considering that the original Ventures came with a sealed 35 turn motor, you've made a good choice. I'll put money on if that motor's better than the standard Venture one. Just saying. It's not bad, Chris. Like, it's not... And I know people are going to whinge about it. It's not a cross kit. It doesn't go together as nicely as a cross kit, but it's not bad. The plastics are probably Gen 8 quality plastics. The more I look at it, which is still better than Enduro quality plastics, so that's a positive. If you can get one cheap, yeah. So far, I'd say buy one if you can get it cheap enough. I like the motor layout and all that sort of stuff. It gives you plenty of options for doing scale goodies down the track, so that's good. Especially if you don't mind the idea of not installing this and running a shorty pack, well, then you can put a full scale hard body with full scale interior and print out like a little wooden box for inside the back of your body, and then just put your little shorty pack battery in there. But so far it doesn't seem too bad. What are you up to? Page 22. Yes. If you can get one cheap, I would. I mean, I wouldn't go out and buy another one. It doesn't excite me. Which an RC should. You should be all pumped up about it. Let me just do another quick tracking check to see if there's any updates. No, there's not. Dragon model, good review so far. Well, I give honest reviews, mate. Right, it doesn't seem bad. It's good value for money. I paid $250 for this kit, which I thought was cheap, so I jumped on it. Let's do the math real quick. Well, I think that's 130 odd. Oh, I don't want to go back on that one. Different window. 250 Australian, 169 US dollars. So reasonably cheap. All you gotta do is smash a body on it, some wheels and tyres, which you can get cheap anyway. The electrics you can get cheap anyway. You can get a motor for $10. You can get a servo for $20. You can get a bloody radio gear for $40. This is US, I'm talking. You can get all that for that sort of price that'll happily run this truck. Good night. I'm so tired, but nice to see some of the stream. No worries, dude. Thanks for joining us. Very much appreciated. I'm about to bugger off too anyway, so it doesn't seem too bad. Obviously, a big test is going to be once it's together, how it all feels, and how it feels out in the trails. So, all right, everyone. Thank you very much for dropping by. It's greatly appreciated. Give it a like, give it a share, subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to donate towards our goal so we can give away a Cross RC SU4C, there is a link in the description. And the next stream is probably going to be maybe tomorrow morning. I don't know. I'll suss it out. But yeah, stay tuned. Okay. Join Burton's Custom RC Builds on Facebook to keep up with all the info and when the streams are happening. I know sometimes I just go, streaming, and then I stream, but it is what it is. Don't get paid to do this, so don't complain. Alright. Sorry, Magnet. Alright. Take care. Have fun with your RCs. We shall see you on the next BCRC live stream.